so funny because I'm driving again, and I was just thinking, my son and my nephew and two of their friends that I would call my children or my nephews, they have started their own podcast. And it's so funny. You should go and check it out. They did their first episode this week, and it's called The Long Bomb. And they just talk about whatever. And I just love that. I love that they have the get up and go, the entrepreneurship to want to do this and to try to make something of it. They've wanted to do it for a while now. So I've been kind of coaching them, and I know Peyton's dad has also been coaching them on how to do a podcast. And I was just thinking this morning, because the things that they talked about were, specifically this last one, just one of the topics was the most favorite Halloween candy. And so they took that, they talked about it, and they each had their picks, just like they were doing fantasy football or something. And then they did a poll on Facebook, and it was so cool. And I just love it. I love their tenacity. I love their willingness to laugh together and to just be silly and to just not take everything so serious. And I think we can learn a lot from that. I think we can learn a lot from our young people, just like we can our older mentors. Our young people are so smart, and our young people are so full of life, and I think sometimes we lose that. We get caught up in the busyness, we get caught up in the day-to-day, and we tend to lose that tenacity, that happiness and joyfulness and playfulness. So I want to encourage you today to just laugh, be happy, because we are all so blessed beyond measure, and to look at your children and to, think of those happy moments with them. Go experience a happy moment. My son texted me Sunday and said, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to be in town on Tuesday. Can I have lunch with you?" And so both my boys, I got to eat lunch with both the boys yesterday during lunch, and it was so cool. We were still missing one brother, but we'll get to see him soon, hopefully. But it's just awesome that they want to spend time with me, that they love me, and I know they love me, and they know that I love them. And we just have a good time. So I want to encourage you to think about those happy moments. Take those nuggets and treasure them. Store them away in your heart and remember them always. But again, just back to their little podcast, go check it out. It's called The Long Bomb. I'll put the link in the show notes. It's just super silly, but they're college kids, and they have so much going for them, and I love them all.
Hello, you're listening to Business Building by Design with your host, Emily Jansen McGrath. I'm an entrepreneur, designer, mom, business coach, and lover of all things beautiful. Are you feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or don't know if you're in the right place or going in the right direction? Then you found me. I'm here to help you with everyday struggles, business solutions, and so much more. If you're ready to find actionable solutions, laugh, and maybe on occasion have a good cry, then you've come to the right place. So sit back and relax, or put your walking shoes on, and let's go. What a beautiful day out today. And I just wanted to come on today and just talk to you a little bit about what I do and my journey and where I've been. I know I've shared this before, but I am sort of new to the podcasting world. This will be my 21st episode, and I really have enjoyed doing this. It's just, I love to produce, I love to write, I love technology, and this is so much fun. I'm a Christian entrepreneur, and I have been in business for myself, I guess, off and on over the last 25 years, but full-time in the last 8 years, probably full-time. Before that, I was a school teacher. I taught 7th grade. And then before that, I stayed at home with my children, went to college, I got my master's degree while I was teaching, but I've got 3 boys, in which they're all grown now and out of the house. My baby is in college. He's in his senior year of college. So, it's just really crazy on this journey that the Lord has taken me through. I started out very young as a mother and a bride, and then just let Him lead me through my journey and where I needed to be. So I stayed at home with my children for a while, and I really enjoyed that. I wouldn't take anything for that. I was in college part of the time, but then I really got to spend a lot of time with them. Then He took me into teaching, education. I loved that. I loved being with the kids. I loved being able to share knowledge because I feel like that's one of my spiritual gifts, is educating. Also, just loving on them. I mean, I taught 7th grade, and I love that age. It's, God makes someone for every age. I don't like to teach the younger children, and the older children, they're okay, but 7th grade and 8th grade, that was a really good spot for me. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was in education probably almost, I guess, 10 to 11 years. And then during that time, my 2 oldest boys left the house. And so I was kind of at a loss as to what to do because I was kind of bored in my job. It had become redundant to me, and I love to be creative. I love new things. I like to try new things. So that's when I decided to start my store, home decor and gifts, because my heart is in gift giving. That's one of my love languages is gift giving. And so I really wanted to start a shop or a store with home decor and gifts. We did bridal registry, all kinds of great things. Well, then that led to interior design. People started asking me to design for them. So that kind of took over. And so that's where I am now. I do a lot of interior designing. I help people remodel. We do new builds, spec houses, just anything design related. We may just come in and outfit a home or just come in and rearrange what you have. But it's really fun. And yes, it has its challenges. I get into a lot of relationships because a lot of my jobs will last for long periods of time. They may last 6 months to 2 years, depending on the job. So there's a lot of planning involved. So you really get to know your customers. And with that is challenge too. But I love my customers. I love the relationships that we build, and I think that's so important in any job or any I guess, what am I trying to say? I guess just building relationships is key and essential to any business. And relationships get you a long way, especially if, you put a lot into them. And I try to pour in a lot of love and a lot of care into my relationships and my connections. But so that's kind of where I am now. But I started my podcast, and I wanted to start doing business coaching for small businesses, or specifically for women, because I've had a small business most of my life, whether it be flipping houses or, just doing something on the side, but then to the store and then to the interior design business. But people come to me all the time asking me for direction. What did you do here? What did you do there? I've acted as a mentor to other business leaders. My niece is now a business owner. My children are starting their own businesses. So it's really great to do something that I love, but also be able to monetize that, if that makes sense. So if you are interested in a business coach, this is where I'm going to make my pitch. If you're interested in a business coach or a mentor, then please hit me up. I'll put the email in the show notes that you can message us. You can go to our Facebook or Instagram, Business Building by Design, and you can message us. We'd love to chat with you, do a discovery call with you. We offer a 15-minute free discovery call. So if you think you might like to connect with me and just, I help you maneuver and guide you through all the trials, tribulations, joys, successes of a small business. And I've had a brick and mortar store. I've had an online store. So there's a lot of knowledge that I'd love to share with you, but also I'd love to help you grow as a Christian entrepreneur, because that's where my heart is and that's what I love to do. Also, if you'd like to join our email list, we send out every week, we send out a different email, and we'd love to share with you what we're doing and the jobs that we're working on. We have a private Facebook group that we'd love you to join as well, and it's Business Building by Design, and you can ask to join that group on Facebook. And there we just share little snippets, and I may come on live here and there. You can ask me questions. I'd love to hear what you're doing in your business, see what you're doing in your job. I'd love to experience the struggles that you're having, maybe the successes that you're enjoying. And I know that I can learn so much from you as well. It's not a one-way street. I'll tell you, I have to stay humble, that's for sure, because we can learn so much from each other as business owners. And there's so many other business owners that I have learned from, and I want to take that and share that with others. So, because I gleaned information and knowledge from them as well, so I want to make sure that I pass that on. I don't know what business you're in, but pretty much a lot of the struggles and trials and joys, successes that we have are pretty universal. Yours may be specific to you, but I'm sure we can work through that. I love working with my clients. I love working with my business owners, and so much fun. And just being able to be creative with them, bounce ideas off of each other. It's just a wonderful atmosphere, and I encourage you to join us. And I'd love to talk with you. So again, if you want to do a discovery call, you can email us at Emily Jansen McGrath did that wrong. Okay, so it's Emily at emilyjansenmcgrath.com, and I'll put that in the show notes as well. And you can just shoot us an email and say, hey, I'd love to do a discovery call with you, and we can go over everything and kind of see if you fit our coaching program and what your needs might be. And if I can't help you, then I'm sure I can refer you to someone that can. Also, be sure to join that private Facebook group, Business Building by Design. We share lots of tips, lots of encouraging words, lots of tips, and we just, again, would love to hear from you on that Facebook group. So please go join that. And also our emailed list. So you can just click on the link in the show notes, and then that will add you to our our email group, and you can receive emails each week. So it's really fun. I love, again, sharing what we're doing. I share what we're doing in our projects. I share what we're doing just in life. And hopefully I can share encouraging words with you. So I look forward to hearing from you. And if you think that you would like, I'm also an affiliate with Stephanie Gass, and she has the Stephanie Gass Show. She's really awesome. She's another Christian entrepreneur, and she shares on how to clarify your calling. If you'll go back to episode 20, I got to interview Stephanie, and she was on the show and shared with us on how to clarify your calling, how to take that calling and turn it into a business. And so clarifying your calling is so important because it helps you know what direction you need to go in, but also that's where you're going to find your joy, is your calling. So once you find what it is that God has for you and means for you to do, then that's where your joy comes from. And I want you all to find that. So if you think you might like to figure out where you are because you're maybe all over the place, I've been there before, go back to episode 20 and listen to my interview with Steph. And then you can also sign up for my affiliate or her affiliate program, which is called Clarify Your Calling. It's a really cool program. I did it. So much fun. And it really makes you think about what you're doing and gives you some direction in your business as well. So go check that out too. Okay. I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I look forward to talking to you again. We really hope you've enjoyed listening to today's podcast, and we look forward to hanging out with you again soon. If you've loved this podcast or you've related to us in any way, leave us a review and let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to connect with us more, go to our Instagram page at rowan.house or Business Building by Design, and our Facebook page as well. We look forward to seeing you soon.